me. So on deck we have LA's Joey Cruz, and he can't even hear it because he's not here. But right now, under this fabulous cuddly exterior that's all muscle and cock, we have Josiah Carlson.
Thank you very much. That wasn't awkward.
You're welcome. Yay!
Still gonna be really good. See, I have a fat am right now. I like to be like a smooth peanut butter. I'm all the way up chunky right now. I swear, it's just getting, he's lumpy fat, you know? You can see it. I don't need to describe it more. That phase where the bigger and bigger I get, the more and more the waiter asks, is this on 2 separate checks? One's just me and my wife. Like, we're both there with our rings, you know? It's during the dinner hour, but okay. That plucked from real life. Yep. Back when I was like 400 pounds, Megan actually kind of got shamed a little some of the time. They're just like disgusted, like, oh, what's wrong with that woman, you know? Too true. Okay, mixing that up. All right, now I know. I hate how just like nakedly responsible I am for being the weight that I am. That's not a joke. All right. I had a sad childhood. That's not a joke, but I had a sad childhood. But it's cool because I had no idea. I just didn't know like traditional happiness well enough to like identify it until way after, like now. And it's funny. You know, I had what I had, and it was all right. You know, I was a child. I was a living child. You know, I had that going. I had a pet shoe. Yeah, that shoe was my toy and my pet.
Did you too?
Shoe isn't either of those things, but I didn't know that, so I was fine. We moved around all the time, so I didn't have any friends. You know, there was no one to play shoe with. You know? There's no one to point out like, hey, this isn't a thing. Like, I don't know. I love my pet shoe. You know, like FOMO and everything. You have to know about life to feel like you're missing out. You know, my parents sheltered me from all of that. Like, very, very Christian. Picking up on continuing talking about Pastor Jim and Connie Carlson. Talking about them again. Got a lot of that. Feel out. Sorry, I lost my spot, obviously. Oh yeah, so I was only allowed to watch like Christian programming, but somehow Alf slipped through. So Alf was pretty impactful. It was a big deal for me, Jesus and Alf. And then Johnny Five, Short Circuit, slipped in there. Yeah, that made the cut in a big bad way. I was obsessed with Johnny Five. I wrote fan fiction, this is true, a fan fiction as a kid. I gave a girlfriend Jenny Five. It was a robot with a bow, you know? It's true, it's all true. My parents were like, oh, he loves robots. No, I loved input, because I wasn't allowed to know anything as a kid, you know? Like, for me, like, I was Johnny Five, you know? I was like, input, you know? Information, Stephanie. But, no. Why? I wasn't allowed to ask a question, why? It's like, because you're a child! You don't get to ask why! Like, I was like a game? I don't know. I will say, don't give your kids Legos unless you have enough Legos. Because it's like, it's way better to have no Legos or like a sufficient amount of Legos to build something. Because 8 Legos, shitty. Like, that's just too much. It was too much as a kid. You know, like, I want to build the next piece, but I have to pick one of you to take apart. I have to, I don't know. it's the same deal. I'm an artist. As a kid, I had 4 colors of crayons. I had a couple greens. I always had blues, reds, and yellows. They were from Red Robin. Yeah. No, my parents didn't have enough money to get me some crayons and pluck some fries. No, yeah. Why, you can get both. Red Robin. It's really responsible for my family image. Growing up is a big deal because I was part of like the pastor clan. Family game night at my house was borrowing money from the neighbors and then ordering a pizza. And so it was, don't let the neighbors see the pizza box. Why? Don't ask why. Because we owe the neighbors money, so. I'll have to save my mom's name. I'm gonna tease it next week. I tease. My mom's name is Connie, but she pronounces it Kanye. Thank you. Here we go for Laura.
Yay, Josiah Carlson, whose hair is inspired by Elf. That was pretty great. So on deck we have